right. See what's up. Okay. Let's do this. Make me much smaller here. There we go. Alrighty. Sweet. So we are March 3rd, 2022. This week at Bungie. It's all about the Valve the Disciple World's First Race. What a wild week it's been. Feels like it was just yesterday we were announcing the Witch Queen. Now we find ourselves in the doorstep of the World First Race. This is the weekend that many of you have been waiting for, strategically planning your power gains and grabbing armfuls of snacks from grocery store shelves. In under 2 days, the race begins. Let's get you up to speed. Now they got a video attached here. Kind of just shows you some things about it. If you are new to Destiny or you have yet to engage in a raid, this is the pinnacle of our endgame content. Players around the world are challenged to complete decoding devious puzzles while engaging in heavy combat through multiple activity encounters. We're not just talking a few enemies here and there, but hordes of combatants clawing away at lives and time while players race to the finish line. We expect no different from the Valve the Disciple, with multiple teams at the final boss trading attempts at reaching victory. So if you've never done a raid before, primarily it's just, it's you go into this activity. It's like, think of like a really difficult strike or almost maybe like a dungeon. I say probably dungeon more just because there's some cool things inside of the activity that you have to do that aren't like normal to the game, right? Like new puzzles and, like they mentioned, decoding stuff, like really cool stuff that you have to do. And in these activities you have each person that's in there, which you can have 6 people, each person has a res token, and basically if you go down, someone's got to come use their res token to pick you up. So there's a total of 6 pickups primarily is what that means. So if you go down twice and they have to burn a couple of res tokens on you, it's not good. So it is the pinnacle of endgame content, and Bungie does it so much differently than anyone else can do it. They've got this thing figured out. Moving on. Let's talk about the rules. The world's first race for Valve the Disciple will take place in contest mode. This is a unique variant of the raid, only offered for the first 24 hours, capping every guardian at a specific power level to ensure an even playing field. We announced last week that power 1530 is your target, as this will be the highest power your guardian will perform at against the enemies you face. Here's a quick bulleted list for all who are in the hunt for the world's first win. Valve the Disciple race timeline starts Saturday, March 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific and Sunday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So it starts at reset on Saturday and it ends at reset on Sunday. Contest mode will cap all players at 20 power below each encounter of the raid for the full 24 hours of the race. Artifact power is enabled, but only provides a benefit to players up to the cap of 1530 power for contest mode. You'll want to reach 1530 power by Saturday to have a fighting chance in each encounter. Some gear items will be disabled in the raid for the duration of contest mode due to the general issues that could provide gameplay benefits. While these items may be used in other activities, perks, and functionality on the following items will be nullified within the Valve the Disciple raid with additional negative impacts to power levels if equipped. Weapons. Ikilos SMG. Nice. Imperial Needle Legendary Bow. The Grand Overture Exotic Machine Gun, that's the new one, and the Wardcliffe Coil Exotic Rocket Launcher. Ooh, interesting. Of course, that works with the volatile rounds now. That's interesting. Armor and mods, Worm God Caress, Paragon Greaves, Suppressing Glaive Artifact Armor mod. So, a couple of Titan exotic pieces and the Suppressing Glaive Artifact mod, which is interesting. Additional items may be disabled if issues are found prior to the start of the race. Stay tuned. At Bungie Help on Twitter for the final list to be published on Saturday morning. Completion, the first team to complete all encounters, loot the final chest, and return to orbit will earn the title of World's First. So, return to orbit, that's interesting. Note, the 6 fire team members present upon the completion of the final encounter will be declared the winners and be awarded Raid World First title belts. Any member of the fire team who leaves during earlier encounter completions will not qualify. Winners will be announced via @Destiny the Game on Twitter after the validation process. More details on that below. So there's your World First belt right there, Valve the Disciple on it, your player name. That's it's really awesome. It's got the year on it. It's a really cool thing, a really cool achievement. If you've never done something like this. Art to be updated after World's First completion. Okay, so yeah, this isn't even the full thing. We'll be watching as players progress through each encounter, ensuring a fair race among all participants. Any players found to be breaking our terms of service or manipulating game content can be subject to suspensions or bans. Once we have a record of a fire team crossing the finish line, we'll spend some time validating a clean completion before announcing the World's First fire team via @Destiny the Game on Twitter. Full rules and legal terms can be found here. If you complete the contest mode version of Valve the Disciple during the first 24 hours, you'll receive a unique emblem to celebrate your victory, and this is the emblem. So that's really the pinnacle of it, right? It's not like there's only going to be one World's First team, right? I'm just right off the rip. There's only going to be one team, but if you complete it during the first 24 hours with contest mode on, you get this emblem. The very next day, the raid is going to be so much easier. Like, I can't stress that. Like, if you don't feel like this is something you can accomplish, it's fine. It's no big deal. Just wait until the next day. Wait until Sunday at reset and get on with your fire team to complete it. Contest mode will be the ultimate challenge for many, but for others, it's more fun and interesting to watch some Destiny PvE legends take this on. We'll be alongside you on Twitch chats and more as players make their way through the activity. If you'd like an additional space to watch as the race goes on, check out bungie.net/raidrace once the raid goes live, or tune into the Raid Day Tailgate hosted by Professor Broman and Rec1568. I will be participating. We're not going to go for like World's First though. Like, we're just kind of jumping in. There will be some of us probably watching the live streams to figure out how to do some of this stuff. Honestly, we just want the emblem. It's going to be hard enough with contest mode active, so we kind of just want the emblem. There are some of my clan mates. Shout out to you guys. Bat Sam, he does our podcast with us. He is going to go for World's First, so they're going to go in blind. So good luck to them, and may the odds be forever in your favor. Jacket Quest. This is something that Bungie does. It's really cool every year. It's a raid jacket. If you're looking to show off your participation in the raid launch week and want something nice to wear on your evening walks, we also have the Valve the Disciple raid jacket offer for you to earn, which is really cool. Really sweet looking jacket there. As always, they have cool looking stuff. The special Bungie rewards offer is only available to players who complete Valve the Disciple raid by March 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific and place their order by March 31st. At the Bungie store. Seasonal pin. There's also a pin that you can get. For Valve the Disciple, will also be introducing a new pin reward for those who complete the raid before the season concludes. Oh, that's nice. So just sometime this season. That's nice. something nice for other people out there. Additional details and a cool preview image will be provided later, so stay tuned at Bungie Rewards page on the Bungie store. Seal pin for those who wish to display their mastery of the raid. Players who complete the Valor Disciple raid seal will also unlock a unique pin to display on their jackets, backpacks, corkboards, and whatever they see fit. This pin will be available for purchase through the Bungie store to qualifying players through December 31st, 2022. So there's the pin right there. That's a seal. They've been giving away seals for a long time whenever you complete the seal in your triumphs. Outside of the race, there will be some great loot to earn. Don't worry, there isn't a 24-hour timer on any of the weapons or armor pieces found throughout the raid. Just for completing a single time, there's a pretty sweet emblem for you to collect. So that's the actual raid emblem that you can get for completing it any time. Take your time and hang out with your friends to enjoy the raid at your own pace. As always, we're excited to watch as you all dive in. Interesting. The feedback never stops, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Since the release of the Witch Queen, the team has been collecting and consuming player feedback paired with some late nights playing the content alongside you all. The team has identified a few areas for improvement. Some things take a bit of time to address, as we want to make sure that the fixes that we implement do not create more issues for us to solve. That said, the team has a plan for action for Wellspring weapon drop rates. Here we go. Ascendant alloy drop rates for weapon crafting, and some general notes on areas that we're looking at for future gambit tuning. If you follow game director Joe Blackburn on Twitter, you'll likely know most of the following, but we always want to make sure the information is available in multiple places. The Wellspring weapon drop rates. Once you've completed the Witch Queen campaign and begun to engage in the endgame, a new activity appears in the throne world called the Wellspring. This is a fun 6-player match-made activity offering offensive and defensive variants of the activity on a daily rotation. In the Wellspring, players can earn 4 throne world-themed weapons, each offering a variety of perks to mix and match for some fun combinations. Each of these weapons can be crafted, and some of these are required for progress on the evidence board quests for the Enclave. In a patch targeting next Thursday, we'll be increasing the drop chances for both standard and deep sight resonance versions of these weapons. So next Thursday, that's a week from today, so Thursday, March 10th, Ascendant Alloys. As you get deeper into the crafting game of the Witch Queen, you'll begin to unlock enhanced traits for your weapons. These come at a bit of a cost, each requiring Ascendant Alloys. These currencies are meant to be of endgame rarity, coming from a higher difficulty activities as you fine-tune your weapons through combat. In addition to the changes mentioned above, we'll be increasing your chances to receive Ascendant Alloy through Master Wellspring completions. Not just by the difficulty tier of the activity, but also based on your completion level. This will mean your higher chances at earning Ascendant Alloys for Gold and Platinum completions, which can be earned by defeating champions and completing the activity quickly. We will continue to monitor and adjust drop rates as the season progresses, which is cool. Those are the new like golf balls, right? Like that's what they are, and you want them. It's how you make weapons. It's how you get the enhanced perks on your weapons. Gambit tuning. While we do not have any firm plans to share at this time, the team wanted to highlight a few areas that we're actively monitoring. Heavy weapon usage. With heavy ammo being available for clearing fronts as you collect motes, it's become far easier to have a tracking rocket or two in the tube, prepped and ready for an impending invader. Gallahorn packs a particularly decent punch, especially with tracking Wolfpack rounds after detonation. Yeah. Invader frequency. While tuning in general, invader frequency has helped to reduce back-to-back invades from occurring as often. We're still seeing some general feedback that it can be difficult to handle invaders, especially during primeval phases. Primeval phase health. With the changes to the primeval healing, we are seeing some reports of lengthy boss phases thanks to some skilled invaders. We appreciate all who have been giving feedback since launch, and we will report back in the next few weeks after we have time to collect more feedback and additional data to inform our next steps. Very interesting. I actually haven't jumped into Gambit yet this season. I've been playing a lot of PvP as of this week. But yeah, I need to jump into Gambit. Get my God Rule Servant Leader. Prime Gaming rewards. Yes, these are your Prime Gaming rewards via Twitch and Amazon Prime Gaming. Yeah, it's cool stuff you get. You get the exotic hard light. You get the ornament that goes with it. And you get this cool sparrow and then a ghost projection, which is cool. Yeah, Hardlight Exotic Lethal System Exotic Ornament. Azure Azazel Sparrow. 2 unique limited time cosmetics. Ooh, Risen Projection. And one of us Legendary Emblem. Yeah, so cool. Steam Deck and Destiny 2. Yes, Steam Deck came out this week. Earlier this week, a help article went live which contained information about Destiny 2 on Steam Deck. We'd like to provide some additional information as to why running Destiny 2 on Steam OS and Linux is currently not supported. Our goal is to maintain a secure environment for the Destiny 2, as it features both PvE and PvP combat in an evolving dynamic world. Maintaining the integrity of our security is a complex and long-term process. In some cases, it's meant to be teaming with partners like BattleEye and following their recommendations. In others, it means choosing not to support platforms that could provide bad actors with way of compromising our own Bungie-developed anti-cheat security systems. Steam Deck is not a supported platform, and using the device will trigger our automated security systems to see usage as a potential threat to the community. While we will investigate possibilities of support for new and future platforms, we do not have any additional information at this time. So basically, don't do it. If you got a Steam Deck, don't do it. Like, BattleEye will catch you, and they will ban you. Mods everywhere. Hotfix 4.0.0.2. Today's hotfix was released to the world. Below are some issues that have been resolved with this release. I got my cat down here. Players were unable to complete Legendary Dares of Eternity if a lightning round was activated. UI elements and round timer were missing from some instances of Dares of Eternity. Players who joined in progress into the final step of Queens and Worms quest were blocked from acquiring the Parasite Exotic Grenade Launcher. I don't have that yet. I need to get it. The Grave Robber perk on the Enigma Glaive was disabled. Hunters couldn't cancel out of a Glaive melee combo by using their class ability. The reduced damage debuff from the Renewal Grasp Hunter Exotic Arms only applied on enemies briefly during the initial impact of the Dustfield Grenade. The Overload Auto Rifle and SMG Artifact mod did not disrupt the health regeneration of Overload champions after the stun. Oh. Synth Cord cannot be deposited into the loom for armor synthesis. So those are things that got fixed today. Due to an issue, a 1-2 punch trait disabled. Enhanced, yeah. Due to an issue causing some exotics to deal more damage than intended, we have disabled the enhanced 1-2 punch trait. Weapons utilizing the enhanced 1-2 punch trait will function as a regular 1-2 punch trait until it is re-enabled on March 10th. So that's next week. That's coming next week. Enhanced pulse monitor trait. Due to an issue, we have disabled the enhanced pulse monitor trait. Weapons utilizing the enhanced pulse monitor trait will function as a regular pulse monitor trait until it is re-enabled after a future hotfix. So that's funny. They noted specifically March 10th for the 1-2 punch, but they said future hotfix for pulse monitor. Go on, Ray Ray. Players who aren't getting Wellspring armor rewards. Players who aren't getting rewards to drop from their Wellspring activity should be able to claim any available armor rewards from Finch, the Throne World vendor. Claiming this armor should allow rewards to drop correctly from the Wellspring activity. Known issues. This is a whole list of known issues right now. Glaive mods are not dropping from Legendary Engrams. Okay. Seems like an easy fix. Just give everybody the Glaive mods. Multiple seasonal armor sets are no longer available to equip via armor synthesis. It's interesting. The No Time to Explain time portal will continue to shoot at defeated enemies. That's adorable. Titles gilded in previous seasons are displaying guild count instead of the earned title. The Osseo Striga Catalyst shape cost is required for subsequent reshaping of the weapon. Yuck. Yikes. This can be bypassed by reapplying the catalyst during the reshape process. The Paragon shader appears twice on the appearance screen. The Nemean Strides Hunter ornament appears twice on the appearance screen. Players may receive a Joining Allies prompt in certain areas of the Thavix boss encounter of the Exodus Crash Strike. Gambit Engram focusing cost is higher than intended. Dreaming tokens for the Wish End request remain in the player inventories after the removal of the quest. Father Sin Sniper Rifle does not automatically enable its kill tracker after the crafting of the weapon. Interesting. Aeon Safe Exotic Titan Gauntlets are missing a gold stripe. Oh, can't have that. The Logic Exotic Ornament for the Lament is backwards when equipped. The Champion Mod UI indicators on players' weapons will disappear after leaving a rift utilizing a Secant Filaments Exotic Warlock Legs perk. The reshaping the Enigma quest line can be can become stuck on the final step for some players. And finally, Ascendant Alloy purchase limit on Master Roll did not refresh at weekly reset. For a full list of emergent issues on Destiny 2, players can review our known issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our /help forum. Very good. Got some other stuff here. Your Artist of the Week. Very cool. Ooh, I like that. Be a nice little tattoo to get. I do dig that. I would get that. What we got here? Okay. So much to do, so little time. Here we go, wrapping up. Thanks for joining us for another TWAB. While I'm looking forward to the raid race on Saturday, I'm also looking forward to my sleep schedule getting back on track. Amen. This last week has been full of later nights than I'm used to, thanks in part to the Legendary campaign and some sweet narrative content to chew on. If you haven't already, I highly recommend digging into the Season of the Risen questline for this week. It's wonderful to dive even deeper into the backstories of characters we know and love, even if they can be somewhat dark. Yeah. That's true. Before we go, I also want to give a shout out to all those who have been donating to our Games to Give charity initiative yesterday. Many of you joined our stream to keep those donations rolling, smashing our goals within 1 hour of runtime. As promised, we have unveiled the Wear Twab shirt, currently available for pre-order over at the Bungie store. 10% of the profits from sales of the Wear Twab t-shirt will go to the Bungie Foundation. And there you go. That's an awesome shirt. I tweeted it today. I was like, where's Twab? Because I got off of work and it wasn't available yet. It came out while I was driving home from work. So I'll probably be picking that shirt up. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Much love and thank you all again for being guardians of the world. Cheers, DMG. So that's your TWAB for the week, guys. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm super excited about all this. Super excited about the raid race. Again, I am going to be participating, just not in the capacity that I know a lot of people are. I honestly just don't have the time to do like a full 24-hour thing. Having the kids around the house, it's not easy. So I am going to participate, just not in full form. It was easier. I did try to participate in the day one VOG. We had some fire team members drop out. You know, it is what it is. So, but I will be in. I hope to see some of you guys there. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming or not. I kind of doubt it because I'll probably be helping some of my guys watch some other streams. So yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for checking out the video, and as always, God